Voting got underway in Kiambu County, where thousands of residents lined up to vote for their preferred candidate in the fresh presidential election. Most of the 1,963 polling stations spread across the 12 constituencies in the populous county opened at 6 a.m. to allow residents who are streaming into their respective polling centers to cast their votes. Few voters turned out in the morning, but a higher turnout was witnessed later as the weather became better. The elderly too were not left out as voting went on smoothly despite the rains. Hundreds of voters in Meru County braved the chilly weather and heavy rains to exercise their democratic right. Though the early morning turnout was lower than it was on August 8th, the number of voters continued to increase as the weather cleared. Most polling centers had more than 70% turnout. Nearly all polling stations were flocked by voters, including the troubled Igembe North. Businesses remained closed as traders opted to go and cast their ballot. Meru Governor Kiraitu Murungi, who cast his vote in Imenti South, expressed satisfaction with the progress. In Murang'a County, amid the chilly weather, voters turned up in large numbers to elect their preferred presidential candidate. A spot check at various polling stations revealed long queues. At least 85 inmates at Murang'a prison voted, the officer in charge said. Some inmates released between August and October also returned to vote. Murang'a Governor Mwangi Wairia, who cast his ballot at Kiboi Primary Polling Station, termed the repeat presidential election successful, despite the exercise being marred by chaos in parts of the country. Voter turnout was low in Samburu County, but electoral officers said the process was faster compared to the August 8th general election, in which Kenyans voted for leaders for 6 different posts. Baringo Senator and Kano Chairman Gideon Moi has called on leaders and Kenyans to set their political differences aside and focus on development. Speaking in Baringo after casting his vote, Senator Moi said Kenya is greater compared to any individual's interest and called on Kenyans to unite and shun divisive politics. Voter turnout was low in Trans Nzoia. Out of the 56 registered voters at the Kitale Prison Polling Center, only 13 had voted by 2 p.m. today during the repeat presidential election. The presiding officer at the station, Judith Chimtai, said that during the August polls, 38 prisoners voted, unlike today when the turnout was poor. Voting in Turkana County started on a low note, with fewer residents showing up at polling stations at 6 a.m. as compared to a similar time on August 8th. The usually busy streets of Lodwar remained deserted, with shops closed. Today's repeat presidential poll in Isiolo County went on smoothly, albeit with a very low voter turnout in comparison to the previous process. Various leaders expressed concerns over the poor turnout, but called for political tolerance among supporters and leaders of the main political camps, NASA and Jubilee. In Tharaka Nithi County, some stations had fewer voters early in the morning compared to the last election, while others had long queues.